G'day beautiful humans. The lovely people at Infosecure have sent me an Adapt More 0 to 6 month capsule to review and give away. I will do another video on the giveaway, so stay tuned for that. This is the capsule here. Now, there's lots of cool features about this capsule, but by far the coolest feature is you never need to loosen the tether off. The tether hooks to the stabilizing bar. You never need to put it around the capsule. So to take it out of the base, you just pull the lever on the front and pull it straight out. Absolutely amazing. Now, there are lots of cool features about this car seat. The tether being the first one. It does have Isofix. It does have a seatbelt clamp. It has the active bamboo covers that we all love to keep our children nice and cool in the car. It has a hood that comes over the top and hooks onto the handles. And I really like the fact it tucks away nice and neatly behind this kind of semi-rigid rubber surround. So it kind of, you tuck it right in and it keeps it neat and tidy without having to take it off. But there are press studs on there in case you want to take it off altogether. The cover itself is also press studded on, so you can take it out quite easily. Now, this is a 0 to 6 month capsule, so it's an A1 capsule. It does have conventional shoulder height slots. It's not a big deal that this is not easy adjust, because with capsules, it's so much easier to raise the height on. So it's not even remotely a big deal. It is rated for aircraft use, and it is also quite lightweight. It has 3 settings for the handle. So a down position to make it stable on the ground, up for carry, and then a middle position to keep it out of the way. It's good from 10 years from date of purchase, which is pretty awesome. It does have an adjustable crutch buckle, so there are 2 settings for the crutch buckle. The lowest shoulder setting is for a small child. The middle setting is for a normal newborn, and the top setting is for a larger child, so towards 6 months. The base, like I mentioned before, has this easy lock clamp. I'll put that in a minute and check it out. It has Isofix and seatbelt information here on the base. And the release is quite big and easy to use. Now, I'm going to install it in my Hilux. Utes are notoriously difficult for capsules, so that's why I've chosen to do it in my car. It's a huge tick if it works in this one, especially because then once we get the tether right, we never have to touch it again. The top tether is what makes capsules really difficult in dual cab utes. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's install it. I'm going to do the tether first, because that's the hard bit with capsules in utes. Now, the biggest issue we have with dual cab utes and capsules is there's a back window there or a loop tether. And some utes have really tiny loop tethers and you can't get the adjuster through. I can get the adjuster through mine, but it usually still doesn't work, and you have to loosen them off all the time. So it really is a nightmare, capsules in utes. So I've put that through. I'm going to finish tightening this off once I've installed it. But so far, while this is in the upright, like the lower position, that hasn't hit my loop yet, which is pretty awesome. So now I am going to do a seatbelt install. So we open this up and fold it forwards. Put the seatbelt through, plug it in. Make sure they're in the guide. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pull all of the slack out of the bottom belt, and then I'm going to put the top one through, pull that nice and tight, and flick that down. And that's not going anywhere at all. So that works really well. My seatbelt buckles are relatively long, and that still doesn't give me too many issues. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to install it with the Isofix to see how that works. Because sometimes Isofix can be a little bit fiddly in certain vehicles. Now the Isofix is stored underneath so that they're well out of the way. So pop that in, put your little adjusters up the side. So push down and pull towards you, or push down and pull up. And that's pretty good. Absolutely no problem at all with that Isofix. So I'm pretty impressed. Now I'm just going to take the last of the slack out of the top tether. And that's pretty good. So that is not going anywhere at all. I am quite impressed with that tether. Like I said before, because dual cab utes are really difficult for capsules, it really is a headache to be loosening and tightening that tether all the time. And the fact I never have to do that again now is amazing. I just simply grab the capsule, pop it in, and I'm ready to drive. So I am quite impressed that one, it works with my loop tether system, and two, I never have to touch it again. That's pretty awesome. Now to remove the capsule, on the very front, there's a big giant handle here. Just simply pull that handle and lift it straight out. Now I fit in the passenger seat. I'm not dreadfully comfortable. I wouldn't want to drive to Melbourne like this, but it gets me out of trouble. I'm 6'3" and my knees aren't touching the dash. So it's not too bad for space in a smallish car, and the interior of my car is quite small. And that is absolutely not going anywhere at all. That is quite firm. Now, if you're looking for a capsule, I would certainly recommend this one. It's pretty great, and the fact you never have to touch the tether again is a big tick. I like it. It works well. Had no issues installing it. It's really good. The angle's pretty good in my car, even in the upright position. It does have a recline position for steeper cars, if you have, say, a Commodore or a Falcon, for example. So I hope this helps, and good luck.